Good afternoon, viewers, and welcome back to another episode of DFW Auto Diagnostics. Tool time, and obviously you guys can see it's a jump box. I chose to go with Schumacher for their reputation. They do have some bad reviews, but most of them are good, and I chose to go with the DSR 115 DSR 115 for two reasons. First, it's a 1224, so I can jump diesel trucks if I have to, and also being 1224, second reason, that means it has a long-lasting juice for multiple cranks when I do a diagnose. This is the package that it came with, and these are the specifications from outside: 750 cranking amp, 525 coil cranking amp, 475 cranking amp, 350 coil cranking amp. I think these are one of the 12, and this is with 24. And yeah, we'll open the package and take a look at it. Model DSR 115. Here it says cell 3. I don't know if there's 3 cells inside or what cells 3 means, but by the time I shoot this video, there's no review for this on YouTube, an actual review, a person. All of them are automated or some vague, and I'll tell you why vague. Give me a moment, let me open the box. What a jump box is out of the box, and 2 disappointments. First, I don't like a separate charger. I like the old design, and that was the vague part of it. If you go every listing on Google for this device, they have a picture like this. They don't show you this side. Why? Because this side has this setup. People hate this. People like the old style one, only this it's showing. Any extension cord, you don't have to worry about my charger's at home or my charger is with me in the van. So I understand it's a 2 amp fast charging, blah blah blah, but that's no good. Second disappointment, which I expected it to be, and I think I have to check the listing, and I thought that this comes with like a cigarette lighter to cigarette lighter adapter kind of cable. Here's right here. Checking out the new box. Yes, I thought that this cable is included. I double checked the box that it came in. It's not here. Trust me, I looked. And this box for the charger. So that's the second disappointment for the box. It does have a USB. It says USB. And as we said here, the cigarette lighter says here DSR 115, and it has off 24 and 12, and it has a, let's turn this off, it has charging percentage. As some of you guys know from the older versions, if you're thinking of upgrading, well, again, I had the old one for not long and I like it. The weight, I'm not sure, but it is as heavy as the old one. It has this note out of the box: charge immediately after purchase for 36 hours. You can pause and read the rest of it. Well, it's tough. Cable, oh, I don't have a measuring tape, but it is, I think I'm 5'7", and here it is from the ground. Yeah, it should be long enough to reach batteries when it is on the ground. That's a plus. You know, we always worry about where you put a battery pack on components, or when the car starts it would fall and probably break the housing or break the whole thing. What else? Oh, the cable, it's tough. It's Schumacher table, and the jaws are really strong and they tight. They don't look and they don't feel cheap. That's for now. I just got it by mail. We're going to do a couple of things with it probably in the next few days, and I will keep adding to these clips until I have a full review for you guys. I'll try to find a dead diesel. Since it's a 24, we have to check that out and to see how fast will it start it. And again, the main reason I got a bigger one, not because it's a 24, but because most of the cars that I work 12 volt, but I have the snap-on 17 amp jump pack, a 1700 amp jump pack, and that dies after 6 or 7 cranks. I've had it for, I bought it brand new from the truck, and I've had it for about, I think, 3 years now. I've used it a lot. And by the way, I think it was a rebuilt unit. Yes, it was a rebuilt unit. It wasn't brand new. And right now, when I put it on a car that doesn't have a battery, and I use my Innova scanner to test the battery, it tells me the battery is bad. That's one of the things we're gonna do about this one, by the way. So stay tuned for the full review. Once you plug in your charger, you're gonna have these 2 lights on. By the way, the charger has a hook. You can flip it to hang it somewhere if you want to, and the battery will do this when charging. Well, it's been charging since the last night, around 12 o'clock. Now it's 9:30, and when I put it on charge it was 100%, and that's another con. It won't give you an indicator that it was fully charged. It won't stop the charge by itself. I'll just keep doing this, I guess. You have to come and press it manually. It won't even show you. It should show you, like, you know, 90, 91, 92, 93. Well, I spoke too soon about the jump box charging feature, but I have to be fair with the manufacturer and the viewers. After, what was it, 12 to 9 hours, and then 12 today to 4 now, which is 4 hours. So total of 9 plus 4, that's gonna be 13 hours. After 13 hours taking the jump box out of the box, it is now giving us 100% indicator, and it's fading out. So it should be completely charged right now. A little note about the jump box. Yesterday I really used it good for the first time. I used it on 3 vehicles. One of them started after 2 cranks, but the other 2 were no crank. and I came back. I think it had 79% on it left, so I put it, what time? I think about 8 o'clock p.m. last night. I put it on charge, and I expected to come this morning. Now it's also 8 o'clock, so 12 hours, and it's still charging. I expected it to have 100% solid here. I know it probably, if I disconnect it right now and I check, it's gonna say 100%, but I expected it to, you know, to be stopped charging. Just a little note. Here's something I noticed within 10 days. Yesterday I was working on a Dodge Ram 1500, and the jump box was around 11 o'clock till 5:30. All the time was on the truck on. And what else? I didn't crank the vehicle because the vehicle doesn't crank. It has a lot of problems, and but I needed the key to be on most of the time. So I came back around 7:30. I would say I put the jump box. What time did I put it? I think I put it at 8 o'clock. I put it on charge, and it had 53% in it. It was still good. It was still giving me power, 12 volts. Now it's 9 o'clock in the morning, next morning, and the charging is only 81. So 30%, what, from 8 to 8, let's say 12 hours. 12 hours. Was it enough for that fast charger to fill it up? That's definitely not a good sign. I have to go back to the user manual and see what's the charging rate on it, and see if this unit is a defect or not. Remember, I followed all the instruction. Charge it no less than 36 hours before use, and I did that. It wasn't straight charging, but it was on off. One more note. I just checked it earlier. It had, I think, 40 something on it, and I gave it to the dude to jumpstart this car, and it did start it, although it had only 40. First time. It's been 4 months since I bought the jump box, and I'm using it every day, almost every day. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to use it on a 24 volts vehicle. I work on small vehicles, and I never had a chance to try it, but I'm pretty sure it works. I just wanted to film for you guys how strong it is in starting big engines, but I'm pretty sure it is going to start it, no problem. I used it on multiple cars, cars that have problems, and where I crank. My issue before the jump box that I had was I crank 6-7 times and the jump box is dead, so I stopped diagnosing the vehicle. But with this one, I never had one time where I experienced the same thing. It was always there, unless like one time I forgot to charge it for a week. I usually charge it only one time on Saturday. Sunday I'm off. Monday I put it in my van. But one week I forgot to put it on charge when I got off work. So I started the week with a weak jump box, and I had to use it 2 times that day. The second time, actually, it died, but I don't blame it. I mean, after all, it needs to be charged. Other than this, the only complaint, which is not major, but the charging, because I know in the market Snap-on has partnered with the Schumacher to rebrand this jump box and other models, especially the other one, the most common one with the 12 volt feed only. And what Snap-on did, they smart. What they did actually, they put the charger inside, and they gave you on the side. They gave you a extension cord, like a plug, so you can jump it anywhere and no matter where you are. But usually people buy these jump box to put them either at home or in a shop, and if you have the charger with it, then you don't have that complaint. And even me, I never needed to charge it except that one time, and that's it. Charging takes long, but again, usually I do it over the weekend. If you're using a car alternator, like if you put it on a car, it's gonna get to 100% quickly, but that's not a real 100%. If you use the charger at home, today's Sunday, yesterday I got home around 7 o'clock and I put it on charge. It had 50% from using it during the week, and this morning around 11 o'clock, or I think 11 o'clock, it got to 100%. So it takes some time charging it. I'm not sure why I didn't read the specs for the charging, but I mean, I don't care. I just need a good long lasting, and if you need a good long lasting, big jaws, strong jaws, really good jaws, and long charging, long reaching cables, then this is your jump box. And yeah, out of 100 I will probably give it 85. Here it is. It's been beaten and I have a good spot for it here in the van. Thank you guys for watching. Share this video if you know somebody that is interested in buying a jump box for his shop or his house, or give me a thumbs up if you like the video. I really appreciate it.